Hello and welcome to another updated video about Bitcoin. So since my earlier video today, Bitcoin has dropped a bit, not too much, but it's lost the 20k level. Not necessarily a major problem, as the key level for the bullish scenario here is 18,900. And one ideal level, should we lose the 20k level, it's one ideal level that I gave you for the completion of this wave 5, this low here, yeah, that was the $19,450 level, I believe it was. We can just double check that. It's that white line that you can see here on the chart. That was based on, I think for some reason I moved some things around here. Don't know really why. Let's just correct that quickly. Here the overall wave count. So yeah, could be that, but the way this develops at the moment, I would nearly assume that we will see one more dip here. Not guaranteed, but there isn't really anything that would push the price up here in any way. Yeah, I mean, we can also see this as the wave 3. There's different ways of counting it, to be honest, and here the wave 4, but then it would be an extended wave 5 down. So things like that are all possible. What we wanted to do, take a look here at the length of the wave 1, and so yeah, here, and if we go to the wave 4 high, then one key level here is the roughly $19,450 level. That is the 1.618 extension of the wave 1, and that is typically a good target for the wave 5. So I would not necessarily be, it would not be a problem to get down to that level. But I mean, we can already see that the downtrend is slowing down a little bit, in contrast to what we had here, where it actually accelerated down. You can now, it's a bit like an, let's see, looks a bit like that, right? It's starting and increasing in momentum, and then it's slowing down in momentum, yeah. So this is also what we see on the RSI when we see a bullish divergence, which oftentimes indicates already that the low is in before you actually see it in the price. So we had that here on the 1 hour chart. We had it, the bullish divergence, yeah, where you make higher lows here on the RSI, but the price is still coming down. We saw it on the 4 hour here, even more substantially. And so far we have no bullish crossover yet though on the chart, but what we might see is a bullish crossover on the MACD. And if we see it on the MACD, we'll probably see it on the RSI as well. On the RSI, what you need to do, you need to break above the yellow line here, which we haven't done yet. So it's just sideways movement here on Sunday. It's a weekday. Normally, what we see, and it's just due to the time, I believe, when I make my member live stream on Sunday at 5 o'clock UTC, that's 6 o'clock UK time, or 7 o'clock German time. I don't know don't know the other time zones too well. But that is typically when you start to see increased volatility on the Sunday. Normally we see either a pump normally after my live stream or even during the live stream. It's always quite interesting. That is because we head towards the end of the weekly candle. So we are going to see some volatility later today, I'm pretty sure. The thing is, until we really get above this wave 4 high of 20,000, roughly 20,800, yeah, or 20,760, I think it was, we are not going to see here the confirmation that we need that we are going higher. I mean, due to the fact that we made a couple of lower lows here now, we could even say that as soon as we break above here that swing high, which is at around 20,300, then we are at least have a higher high and a higher low. That is always a good indication that we're breaking a downtrend. But until we really see confirmation that it's over by making a higher high and higher low, we have to assume we continue. Yeah, that's what I told you yesterday. As long as we stay below these levels, we don't really have confirmation that the trend is reversing. And it's always this sort of a bit of a silly phrase, isn't it? But it's true in the end. You know, the trend is your friend until the end. And until that trend isn't broken by making a higher high and higher low, the trend continues. So that's why we always need to see that confirmation of one higher high and one higher low. Only then everything else is just a guess. I mean, we can count 5 waves down still. And for me, a recovery is now overdue. When exactly it starts, I don't know. It could be that towards the weekly candle close, we see some volatility. So, what else to mention here? Well, this is of course what could happen, what I would expect after, and this is the bullish chart, this is still the primary chart. I still expect that we are going to move to the upside above the 18.9k level, which is this level here. If we drop below that level, we have to scrap the bullish scenario. I always have to remain, everybody, be on the side of caution here. Bitcoin is one of the weaker charts in crypto at the moment. A lot of other cryptos, not a lot, but some other cryptos perform much better. I talked about that earlier today. Ethereum, we've got Matic that performs much better and is really a bright star currently in the crypto space. Quant as well. Then I analyzed for the members only today in the videos. Aave also looking decent. Yeah, similar chart to Ethereum and Metis. And then we've got Opulus as well and Ethereum Classic. They are sort of the stronger charts at the moment. I'm sure there are others which I don't cover on a regular basis, but these are the ones that are really strong. And even they haven't got the confirmed structure completed yet. Yeah, we always want to see 5 waves to the upside and 3 waves down on a relevant time frame to basically confirm that we are in an uptrend. Here, Bitcoin is a bit messy what it's doing, and that's just what makes the analysis at the moment so difficult. So since we have come down into this level, into this region, things are a bit unclear, and I understand that a lot of newcomers they're currently coming into crypto and might watch TAs or something, might think, right, it can go up or down, what's going on. Yeah, of course it can. Anyway, it can always go up or down, but at the moment, due to the uncertainty in the market, we have very, very balanced probabilities. This basically only started here, only here in middle of June. Until then, the situation was very clear, and we were always focusing further on the downside. Since November we were, and now we are in this possible turnaround space. And of course, every turnaround space comes along with uncertainty, and until we have an established uptrend, we are a bit uncertain here. But this is certainly a possible trend change environment, and I still give it a 60% probability for being successful, the bulls, but condition is they need to hold the 18.9k level. And in this scenario, we would expect as a next wave to the upside a wave 3 that should take us above the wave B high here at 25,260. Another possibility, and unfortunately, and that again, that reflects just the uncertainty in the current environment, that is if we see Bitcoin as a leading diagonal. We covered that topic as well. In a leading diagonal scenario where all of this, since the low of 17,600 was a 5-wave move in a diagonal pattern as a wave 1. Here in this scenario, we can assume that we came down in a wave A. We are now going to see a wave B to the upside, and then we will come down in a wave C. Now, I've got my problems with this scenario now because the wave A came down so much that the wave C might actually go below that critical 18.9k level and would then possibly even retest at 17.6k. So I'd rather avoid this pattern and see a wave 3 to the upside very shortly. And then of course we have a bearish scenario as well, which we talked about a few times before. In the bearish one, what we've seen here currently was just a wave 1. We're now going to see the wave 2 retracement, and we'll then eventually make a lower low in a wave 3 and so on. This scenario would become the primary expectation for me should we go below 18.9k. And again, all of these scenarios at the moment possible, all of them with a very similar probability, and therefore it is so difficult at the moment in this space. Some cryptos are easier to analyze than others. Bitcoin is horrible at the moment. It wasn't always like that, only started really middle of June like that, because everybody's not sure, so much uncertainty in the space, and the charts just reflect that. So just by looking at the chart, you don't need fundamentals, you don't need to know about inflation, you don't need to know about Powell, you don't need to know about the uncertainty that's out there. You just look at the chart, and just by having so many different possibilities available in terms of the wave count just tells you that there is a lot of uncertainty out there. So you don't need the macroeconomy, you need the chart, and that tells you that there is a lot of uncertainty out there in the world. Okay, thanks a lot for watching. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.